Live from Fox 35 News, you're watching Good Day Orlando.
It's that time of year. Today, school bells will be ringing in Central Florida.
The first class now just hours away, and this includes for students at new schools built just in the nick of time.
I hope everything's just good. I hope everything's going to be fine.
From the classroom to the bus stop, we are here to set you up for success.
I'm excited for all my classes and just to check out what's going to happen this year.
Back to school coverage on Good Day Orlando starts right now. And hello, good morning. Unfortunately, kiddos, you're saying goodbye, bye-bye to summer break. A new school year begins this morning for most of Central Florida. Thank you so much for joining us here in the 5 o'clock hour. It's good to see you. I'm Danielle Knox.
Danielle, good morning. Good morning to you. It's going to be a busy day, great day for parents and students as well. In total, students in 8 counties will go back to school this morning. It includes Orange, Seminole, Volusia, Osceola Lake, Marion, Brevard, and Flagler counties. Students in Sumter will go back on Wednesday. So we're talking over hundreds of thousands of students.
Absolutely. And so this morning we are bringing you live team coverage for the very first day of classes. Fox 35's Morgan Parrish live outside Luminary Middle School. But we do want to begin with Fox 35's Brooks Garner, who's got your bus stop forecast on this back to school Monday. Hey, Brooks.
Good morning, Danielle. Good morning, Ryan. It is back to school, August the 12th. And as you're heading into school today, temperatures are going to be warm, as you'd expect here in the middle of August. 77 degrees at the bus stop, about 89 degrees for midday recess, lunchtime. And as the kids are heading home, maybe you're doing the pickup line or meeting them at the bus stop on the way home, about 93 degrees. There will be a chance for a couple of thunderstorms. Our rain chance today is running at about a 50 to 60% chance. But yes, very hot and humid with an exclamation mark. Here's a look outside right now. Dark, pretty quiet. You know, earlier we had a couple of showers overnight, but that stuff is clearing out. 77 now in Sanford, 78 degrees in Leesburg. And as far as radar goes right now, the only rain I can find right now is over on the Tampa Bay side, offshore in the Gulf, and also a couple of downpours up around Steinhatchee in Taylor County. So today, it's summertime, and it is going to feel like it, even though it's the first day of school. We go from about 79 at 9 o'clock to 91 by 2, and it feels like temperature of 104, and 95 by 5 o'clock with a feels like temperature of 107 degrees. All right, coming up, we are going to take a look at the trend in temperatures for this week and the latest in the tropics. We've got a system that is basically on the precipice of becoming Ernesto. Where it's going, how strong it could be. All right, let's take a look at our Skyfox traffic. Good morning. Good morning, myself. 5:01. Good morning to you. Good morning. Daily affirmations. I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, I can do the traffic. Lake Marion Boulevard to Colonial Drive is a 13-minute ride. Attractions to downtown, a 14-minute ride. 2 thumbs up, and we've got a traffic anchor coming your way in just a bit. Guys, back to you.
Brooks, thanks, and thanks for the smile on a Monday morning as well. All right, let's talk about this. Probably a lot of kids smiling, some a little apprehensive. Brand new school day opening today. Orange County, a school that was almost not ready.
That's right. So Fox 35's Morgan Parrish joining us live outside Luminary Middle in Lake Nona this morning. And Morgan, good morning to you. I guess people are just so relieved that it did open in time.
Danielle, good morning. That's right. Yeah, you know, parents, they only got confirmation that school was starting back up today over the weekend. We know that this has been up in the air for the past week. Even on Friday, we were speaking with district officials, and they still couldn't give a clear answer on when school was going to start. Now, right now, we know that the holdup was that Luminary Middle School was in its final stages of the inspection process, and they were waiting for that certificate of occupancy. But take a listen to this voicemail that parents just received over the weekend. So we know that school starts at 9:30 this morning. Hopefully we can catch up with some parents who are dropping their kids off and again talk to them about all this mess that was going on over the last week. For now, reporting live in Orange County, I'm Morgan Parrish, Fox 35 News.
All right, Morgan, thanks so much for that. And this year in Orange County, students there will have new safety measures on their bus drive. Fox 35 spoke with Gary Gittens, who's been driving more than 20 years. Gittens talked to us about the new changes and what they mean for other drivers.
And we have lights up top here and lights up at night so you can see the bus really good. We have a strobe light that blinks real bright so it can be seen anywhere. And we got cameras all over the place. We got cameras outside, we got cameras inside. So if anybody runs the stop sign, this bus here particularly has a camera that will take the picture of the car.
Bus drivers will also have access to a new tablet so parents can keep track of their kiddos and to make sure that they're on their assigned buses. As for college students, they still have a little time to go back. For UCF and Valencia students, classes start next Monday, the 19th. Classes start August 26th at Rollins College. And our back-to-school coverage just getting started. At 5:30, Amanda McKenzie will join us live from the Osceola Bus Depot. And later at 7 o'clock, we are going to check in with David Martin. He's getting ready for Lake Howell High School's 50th anniversary pep rally. Then at 8 o'clock, asking experts how families can save on meals, and you can find all the coverage on our website. It is now 5:04, happening today in DeLand. Service at a new Sunrail station will begin. The grand opening was Friday. This is now Sunrail's northernmost stop here in Central Florida. The station is located near the intersection of Old New York Avenue and Grand Avenue South, about 3 miles west of DeLand's historic downtown area. This is the 17th station on Sunrail's network. Some DeLand residents that we spoke with say it's an easier alternative to taking the I-4 corridor.
This is about connecting all of Central Florida, bringing people to DeLand, letting people from DeLand go enjoy what 4 other counties have. But I'm really focused on bringing people here to Barry and then to DeLand, to America's greatest downtown.
The new station also connects with Amtrak, and there will be a shuttle to and from downtown DeLand. Well, over the weekend, the community came together to honor fallen Master Deputy Bradley Link. A celebration of his life was held in Lake County. Link killed in the line of duty more than a week ago. Good Day Orlando took you live to Claremont on Saturday as the ceremony got underway. It lasted about an hour and 15 minutes. Nearly 2,000 people came to pay their respects, with law enforcement officers visiting from as far away as Key West. His wife, Brittany Link, delivered a message about the love of her life, whom she met when she was 18 years old.
Love each other without restraint, be kind to all, and have faith that God is good. Have Bradley's heart for the needy, the broken, the rejects, and the lonely.
Well, officials say Master Deputy Link was able to fire off a shot at his assailants, allowing his fellow deputies to escape with their lives. Deputy Harold Howell, who was shot in the wrist during the ambush, attended Saturday's service. Meanwhile, Deputy Stefano Gargano is still in the hospital. He's undergone almost half a dozen surgeries at this point. We were told he is recovering well, but it's a long road to recovery for him. What's the end of an era for one shop in Orlando? East West Records, an institution in South Orange Avenue for 53 years, is now closed for good. In an online post, the store says it's been an incredible journey and thanked longtime fans for their support. We talked to customers who took advantage of a half-off sale over the weekend.
How do you feel now that it's your last weekend?
That's why I had to come back over here again, because the memories of coming here all these years, buying music. So I had to step foot in him one more last time.
Well, the store was opened in 1971. The original owner sold the shop back in 2018 to the current owner, Bobby Saros, who made the decision to close. A recall alert to bring you this morning. Candy that was sold at several store chains, including Walmart, Target, and Dollar General, are now being recalled because of a risk that it could cause salmonella poisoning. The FDA says the Palmer Candy Company, its white-coated confectionery items, including pretzels, cookies, and snack mixes, are involved in this recall. The FDA says no illnesses have been reported. It is now 5:09. Coming up next on Good Day Orlando, the suspect in Marion County accused of killing her neighbor returns to the courtroom today. We're going to have a live report coming up looking ahead to jury selection, and we're also counting down to the next launch from the Space Coast, less than 2 hours from liftoff now. Brooks is standing by with a look at the forecast, including how things look on the Space Coast.
Yeah, things are looking great this morning, although not so great north of Orlando today. A heat advisory in effect. We'll talk about the launch and the forecast, and also it's back to school. What a day today for so many students. I've got your outlook and a hot week ahead.
It's a Florida preseason showdown.
Lawrence looking deep in the end zone. Touchdown!
Bucks and the Jags, live from Everbank Stadium. Saturday night at 7:30 on Fox 35.
Tonight's primetime lineup on Fox 35 is sponsored by Sadie Kia, Central Florida's favorite dealer.
Name that tune.
Have you ever wondered if you're the smartest person in the room?
Welcome back. We're at 5:13 and jury selection starts today. The Susan Lorentz trial. Lorentz is accused of shooting and killing her neighbor, A.J. Owens, last year.
Lorentz charged with manslaughter, and Fox 35's Marley Capper is joining us from outside the courthouse with a look at that case. Marley, good morning. What do we know?
Ryan, Danielle, good morning. They are expecting this is going to be a long day for jury selection, as this is a very high profile case. So let's dig into the details. Now, jury selection is expected to start at 9 a.m. this morning, and tomorrow will be the first days for opening statements. For now, reporting live in Marion County, Marley Capper, Fox 35 News.
Marley, thanks. From Mission Control this morning, we are counting down to an early morning launch from the Space Coast. So SpaceX expected to send up a Falcon 9 rocket at 6:37 a.m., so just about 90 minutes away now. The launch was scrubbed on Sunday with less than a minute to liftoff. You can watch the launch live right here on Good Day Orlando. When that happens, getting close to Illinois, a good time to send things off on Good Day Orlando, Brooks.
That's right. That's right. Launching into a hot work week ahead, though. Here's a live view from our Launch Credit Union camera in Titusville, atop the Epic Theaters, looking at Launch Pad 39A, where that SpaceX Falcon 9 is ready to reach for the stars in a true Ad Astra this morning. 76 degrees, and it is humid outside. Now, the 45th wing of the flight forecasters here at a Patrick Space Force Base, giving this a 95% chance for a go weather-wise for a successful launch at 6:37 a.m. So hopefully, technically, everything gets off without a hitch. More Starlink satellites going onto orbit. Well, the bus stop forecast today is you're going onto the bus. We'll see about 77 degrees at 7 o'clock and 94 degrees by 3. Do well in school, and you too could get to space. All right, 95 degrees in Orlando today. If you're traveling up to Atlanta, it'll be dry, and 93 out to NOLA, 96 degrees up to Charleston, South Carolina. Still flood ravaged from what was Debbie, up to 90 degrees and really steamy. All right, locally on radar, we had a couple of showers overnight. That activity is now gone. A couple of showers here on the Tampa Bay side of things on the Gulf Coast, and also up towards Steinhatchee and Taylor County, but otherwise things are quiet. Now, later on this morning, we're going to see some showers, maybe some downpours firing up here along the coastline of Citrus, Hernando, and Pasco counties. They'll then transition eastward by 1 o'clock, representing a rain chance for southeastern Marion, northern Lake, central Lake counties, and pushing east toward Volusia County by early in the afternoon, which means that as the kids are heading to the bus stop or heading home, there is a chance of a downpour or a thunderstorm. So be weather aware, especially if you're a parent, going to pick up the kid. Maybe you're walking to school and you're waiting. Just pay attention real carefully to the weather, because sometimes when there's a thunderstorm in progress, they'll kind of hold the kids in. You don't want to be standing outside in a thunderstorm waiting for the kids to be released. That said, the storm activity should end by 8 o'clock, and so we're going to be good to go after that. It's going to be a hot day today. 95 degrees in Orlando, 93 in DeLand, 90 degrees at Cocoa Beach, a south-southwest wind, and that's yielding a heat advisory for north central Florida, including Marion, Alachua, and Flagler counties. Feels like temperatures there up to 108 degrees. In the tropics, also heating up is this. It is a tropical wave that is a potential tropical system. That's what it's being called. It's number 5, PTC, potential tropical cyclone number 5. We're calling it Future Ernesto. Is going to head west. It's going really quickly right now at over 25 miles per hour. That's very, very fast for a tropical system. So it'll be slower to organize than otherwise, but it is expected to become a tropical storm by tomorrow, impacting the Virgin Islands and heading into Puerto Rico and St. Croix, where there is a tropical storm watch in effect, and then curving out to sea safely before coming too close to Florida. That's good to see. We hope that trend continues, although while it's going to miss us, it's going to be a big wind maker, and in doing so, produce a long period swell and dangerous beach conditions on our Atlantic beaches from midweek into this coming weekend. So be careful. Yeah, it's going to cruise up, possibly impact Bermuda directly as a major hurricane. We'll see how that goes, but in any sense, we're going to have some big swell coming our way. Ernesto is the next name system behind that. Francine followed by Gordon, and it looks like over the next couple of weeks we're going to see an outbreak of tropical systems developing, and that will result in a lot of names being used. We're expecting this hurricane season to expend the entire list, upwards of 23 to 24 named systems. So as we approach the peak, which is September 10th, about a month from now, we're going to start to see the storm frequency ramping up exponentially. Well, today is back to school. About a 40 to 60% chance for rain today, 95 my forecast high. It's going to be hot tomorrow, 96 degrees. We're likely to have heat advisories issued, so it's going to be sweaty as you're heading out to the bus stop. And as far as the forecast goes, pretty typical stuff for this time of year, although temperatures will remain above normal, anywhere from 1 to 4 degrees from our typical high of 92. Well, it's time for Snap the Sun this morning, and this picture sent in by Cindy Murphy in Apopka, showing a beautiful sunrise with the Saharan dust from just a week ago. All right, that's a look at the weather forecast. Let's take a look at our Sky Fox traffic. Boy, back to school means back to the traffic in the morning, huh?
It sure does, Brooks, and good morning to you at home. Taking a look this morning at our overview map right now. So you can really see that there is no issues to report, so that's always some good news. I think a lot of the traffic that we're going to see today, especially for back to school, is going to be on our local roadways. Just a heads up, give yourself plenty of time this morning as you are heading out onto the local roadways or near any school zones. Taking a look this morning at our I-4 camera. This is actually right near SeaWorld, just south of Sand Lake Road, where you can see traffic there is moving great in both the east and the westbound directions. So no issues to report in either of those directions. This morning we are showing green across the board from Champions Gate over to downtown. You're looking at about a 21-minute commute there on I-4 eastbound, 408 westbound, 417 over to downtown. You're looking at about 6 minutes. And Daytona to Orlando, you're looking at 38 minutes on I-4 westbound. So of course I'll let you know if anything changes. But let's go ahead and take a look at our pump patrol prices this morning. We have 306 at the racetrack in Kissimmee. This is on East Osceola Parkway. Head over to our website. We can help find you the cheapest gas. It's fox35orlando.com. All righty, Danielle and Ryan, back over to you.
All righty, Deborah, thank you so much for that. It is an exciting time for students as they head back to the classrooms today. Good Day Orlando put together a panel of rising kindergarten students and high school seniors, kind of both ends of the perspective, right, to get their thoughts on what lies ahead.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of parents can relate to those ages. Here's what they had to say about what they learned this new school year.
All right, so coming up next on Good Day Orlando this morning, more magic is headed to the Magic Kingdom.
Major announcement, more on the expansion that will focus on the bad guys from some of Disney's most popular stories. And the NFL preseason, it is underway. Sports columnist Mike Bianchi is going to join us to help break down what we see from our Florida teams, how they're looking after just week 1 of the preseason. Well, some big new details out of Disney this weekend. The company's planning a massive expansion of the Magic Kingdom. We talked about these plans before. Now we're getting details. It includes creating a Disney Villains Land.
Magic mirror on the wall. Who now is the fairest one of all?
So that was all rolled out during the annual D23 Experience Showcase. Officials say the Villains Land would host 2 major attractions along with dining and shopping. Disney also announces some big changes for Animal Kingdom, introducing rides based on Encanto and Indiana Jones.
I am a huge Indiana Jones fan, so that's exciting to me. The Encanto, the Casita looked really interesting. I love Encanto, so that attraction I think is going to definitely resonate with a lot of newer Disney fans, especially the little ones.
Well, the announcement about Villains Land gives Disney an opportunity to go head-to-head with Universal Orlando. They're going to open a dark universe ahead of their Epic Universe set to open next year. And one of the things that stood out to me was a Cars Land, which they're going to open back in Frontierland. And having been to that in Disneyland, that's a pretty cool attraction.
I was going to say, Disneyland has had such success with that, so it was only a matter of time before it made it our way, right? Coming up next on Good Day Orlando on this Monday, it is the first day of school because it was only a matter of time before summer break ended, right? Most of the students across the state are going to be heading back.
We're getting families ready for what's expected to be a hot and muggy day coming up. The AC will be getting a break for sure. No break. Brooks is timing out today's heat, when we could see potential storms, and an update on traffic as school buses hit the road. Also, watch for those today. Thanks for making Good Day Orlando #1.
You're the reason we wake up every morning, too.
Good Day Orlando, sponsored by ABC Home and Commercial Services. Pest-free living starts here. Live from Fox 35 News, you're watching Good Day Orlando.
And right now at 5:30 here on Good Day Orlando, rise and shine, everybody. For the first day of school, we're helping you navigate this hectic day with team coverage scattered across our area.
Amanda McKenzie in Osceola County at the school bus depot there, where drivers are beginning their routes. In Morgan Parish in Orange County, where the district's newest school just got approval to open. She's got an update from Luminary Middle School, the open house there. Welcome back on what is a busy Monday morning for many families in Central Florida. I'm Ronnie Lodge.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm Danielle Knox. It is good to see you on this back to school Monday. And here's the thing, it's going to be another muggy day today with a chance for storms later on. So let's get the first day of school forecast with Brooks Garner. Hey, Brooks.
Good morning, Danielle. Good morning, Ryan. What a monumental day. This 12th of August, and as you're heading out the door, we'll have 77 degrees at 7, 80 degrees by 9. So once the kids are in school, the second bell is rang and we're getting our learning on, it's going to get heat. It's going to get heat. The heat's going to be on as well. That's what I'm trying to say. 87 degrees by 11. It's going to be a hot day today. High temps in the mid 90s. No surprise there. We've got a launch this morning, by the way. Talk about launching into the new school year. Something to maybe induce and inspire some inspiration. A live view from the Launch Credit Union camera. SpaceX launching some Starlinks onto orbit at 6:37 this morning. So it'll probably be a little too early for catching that at the bus stop. But maybe as you wake up and first bowl of Cheerios or whatever, look outside and you can see that go on the eastern sky. 95% chance for a go on that. This was a launch that was delayed from this past weekend. So as you're heading into school, your school day forecast, we're going to see temperatures that'll be in the mid 70s to upper 70s in many locations as we head into the first bell, and then by midday recess and lunchtime about 89. And then as the kids are heading home from school, there could be some thunderstorms. So a heads up there. High temperatures will reach the mid 90s, but about 2:30, 3 o'clock, it'll be 93 degrees. Just a hot and humid day, so prepare to sweat it out whether you're at the bus stop or you're in the pickup line. All right, coming up, we'll have the latest on not just our work week forecast, but also what may be brewing in the tropics. All right, let's take a look at our Skyfox traffic this morning.
Hey, good morning, Brooks, and good morning to you guys at home. Take a look this morning at one of our cameras on the Florida Turnpike. This one is actually in the Mineola area, so you can see there are some slowdowns because there's some construction going on. Right lane is blocked just in this little stretch there. So once you get packed to about, mile marker 280, things do start to clear back up as you are headed inbound towards the Orlando area or towards Lake Apopka. Take a look this morning at our downtown Orlando camera where we can see that traffic is moving great in both the west and eastbound directions. Four-way is also traveling well this morning. So if you are headed out right now on one of those major interstates, you should be in good shape. I-4 right now is also in the green from Lake Mary to downtown. You're looking at about a 15-minute commute. Attractions to downtown, you're looking at about a 14-minute commute, so you're on time. And Champions Gate over to downtown, you're looking at a 22-minute commute on I-4 eastbound. So, of course, if anything changes this morning, I'll be sure to let you know. But if you are headed out the door, have a safe ride to school. I'll send things back to you guys at the desk.
Deborah, thanks. Safety is the goal on first day of school for sure. So drivers certainly pay extra attention. All the buses will be back on their routes today around Central Florida.
And many buses are already on the streets right now, starting to pick up students. Fox 35's Amanda McKenzie live at the Osceola County Bus Depot in Kissimmee. And Amanda, good morning to you on this Back to School Monday. The buses are packed with new technology as well, all to improve safety.
Absolutely. Yes, and the Osceola County school buses have already been getting an early start, leaving the depot here with some of their staff waving and cheering them on as they head out for the first day of school to pick up those students. The sensors are still just a prototype, and Osceola County is testing it out. More districts could get their hands on it if the Florida Department of Education signs off on it. Now, the sensors can only do so much. It is also the responsibility of pedestrians to be aware of their surroundings and for drivers to use extra caution in school zones and when driving near school buses. We want everyone to have a safe first day of school. Reporting live in Osceola County, Amanda McKenzie, Fox 35 News.
Amanda, thanks so much for that. Our back to school coverage is just getting started this morning. Coming up at 7 o'clock, we'll check in with David Martin. He's getting ready for Lake Howell High School's 50th anniversary pep rally. And then at 8 o'clock, we are asking the experts how families can save money on meals. Plus, you can always find more coverage on our website, fox35orlando.com.
Should be a big day for sure. Let's talk about this. Lots to get to in sports. The Olympics have wrapped up in Paris, France. So we get our first look at NFL teams in Lake Mary getting ready to play at the Little League World Series. Let's bring in Orlando Sentinel sports columnist Mike Bianchi. He is the host also of Open Mic on FM 96.9 The Game and AM 740. Mike, good morning. Happy Monday.
Good to see you, Ryan. Ryan, why didn't your Little League team make it to the college Little League World Series when you were coach?
That keeps me up at night every night, Mike, asking that same question. We didn't make it out of the state of Florida, but we tried for sure. Good stuff, Mike. Enjoyed it. Have a great show. Now I got to think about that question. Why didn't we make it?
No, he's depressed, Mike. You made him depressed.
See you, Mike. You can catch Mike's radio show every day, 6 to 9 on FM 96.9 The Game and AM 740. I did get to coach the All-Star team.
Which is
and that's the
nice.
team that if they make it far enough, but it's so hard to do.
Yeah.
So good for them, for sure. All right, I'm over it now.
No, you're not.
All right, maybe not. Coming up this morning, we're going to talk politics. President Biden giving his first televised interview since announcing he's not going to seek re-election.
So what the president says ultimately led to his decision. We've got that for you just ahead. Also, the war in the Middle East threatens to expand. Why ceasefire talks are shrouded in doubt this morning. 5:39. Stay with us. Good Day Orlando continues.
Good Day Orlando is sponsored by WOW Fiber Internet, starting at $30 per month. Go to wowfiber.com for offer details and service areas.
How are folks in the swing states reacting to the events over the last few weeks? Join us as we dig in and drill down on Battleground.
Tonight at 11:30 on Fox 35. Good Day Orlando is brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Welcome back. 5:42 is your time. You decide 2024. President Biden giving his first interview since ending his bid for re-election. He acknowledges the role his age played in that decision. Let's bring in Fox's Madeline Rivera now, who is live in Washington, D.C. for us this morning. Madeline, good morning. It is good to see you this morning. Sounds good, Madeline. Thanks so much. Always a joy talking to you. We'll do it again soon.
You too.
My
Sounds
pleasure.
good.
Right.
All right, heads up for residents in Flagler Beach as well. A precautionary boil water notice in place for residents and businesses along South Central Ave and also Ocean Palm Drive. The city saying that a water main is being repaired. That boil water notice is going to be in effect at least until Wednesday or further notice. Well, caught on camera, two water spouts in action not far one from the other at the coast of Panama City Beach as well. They formed over the weekend near the shore of Shell Island there. Now the National Weather Service sees two forming at the same time. They say it is quite rare. Well, it's an exciting time for students as they head back to school. Good Day Orlando put together a panel of rising kindergarten students and high school seniors to get their thoughts.
I know. The kindergartners like, oh my God, I'm so excited. The high schoolers like, okay, here we go. You know, I'm just going to another year of school here. But they're both talking about what lies ahead. The kindergartners telling us what they want to be when they grow up, and the seniors telling us their goals now for graduation. Together. I have a kiddo
and it's so different for different ages.
Yeah,
I mean, the little ones, you can't wait to get your picture. If they're high school or above, you're lucky if you can get them to stop and take a picture.
And I've already texted my high schooler because he's driving for the first time to school today. So I'm like, make sure that you look both ways. Make sure you have your seatbelt on.
Keep the music low.
That's
no
a whole
kids in the car.
Listen,
or no music.
Yeah, no music.
No
That's not going to happen. Yeah. That's not going to happen.
Exactly. You've got a busy day too.
Yeah.
That's right. I've got a kindergartner starting school today.
That's huge.
We are going to be live later this morning. To chronicle her journey.
How are you feeling, Brooks Garner?
You know, we did the VPK thing, so we've already had the boohoo breakfast, you know, where you drop them off and the parents get together and visit. So we're excited for her. She's really excited.
If she's excited, that's all that matters.
So we're happy for
I'm looking forward to seeing this later today.
Well, he can cry when he gets back in the car.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. That's right. Privately. I'll try not to cry on the air. Well, I'm putting on this tough face, but I'll be all tears in a few hours. Well, here's a look outside right now. A view on the bottom right, the Launch Credit Union camera. We've got a launch happening this morning, scheduled for 6:37 a.m. So we'll have it here live on Good Day Orlando as we launch into the school year. 77 degrees at the bus stop this morning and up to 94 this afternoon. So as the kids are heading in, it's going to be warm. It'll be humid, real sweaty out there. And then on the afternoon, we'll have to watch out for the possibility of thunderstorms. If you're picking up your student at school, maybe you're a walker and you're walking up, just make sure you keep an eye to that sky, because if there's a big thunderstorm coming in, they may hold the students for safety reasons. You don't want to be out there waiting for your kiddo when there's lightning. Okay, here's a look at the forecast in Orlando hour by hour. We'll go from 85 at 11 up to 95 by 5 o'clock. So once the kids are home and eating some food and all that stuff, it's going to be pretty much the heat of the day. Feeling like 107 degrees in Orlando. There's a heat advisory to the north today for Marion County, Alachua County, and Flagler counties from mid-morning through this evening, where the feels like temperature could surpass 108 degrees. 95 my forecast high for Orlando today, 93 Titusville, 93 degrees in Bushnell. Nothing to show you on radar right now locally, but earlier we had some sprinkles overnight, brief showers. Got a little bit of rain up here, setting up on the Gulf Coast side around Taylor County, Dixie, Levy counties, all pretty typical stuff. And by mid-morning, we should see some showers developing in Pasco and Hernando counties, making a rush towards Sumter and Lake counties by 1 o'clock this afternoon. So this would be some of the shower and thunderstorm activity we may be dodging as we pick up the kids this afternoon, especially around Sanford, Orlando, and Claremont around about 4 p.m. And then for this evening, there could be some lingering scattered storms, all pretty typical rainy season stuff, but nothing too crazy out there. As far as rain chances go, Ocala today, 60% chance at 3 o'clock, so that'll be a likely chance. Claremont, between 5 and 6, there's a 60% chance. But for Orlando and for Satellite Beach, a 40% chance. So a lower storm chance, but a chance nonetheless. Okay, the other big story is this. We've got a potential tropical system. This tropical wave is going really fast toward the west. That in itself is keeping it a little bit weaker than it otherwise would be. It's going west at 25 miles per hour, but it's going to make its way toward Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands as well as the Leeward Islands as we head into the day tomorrow, and it's expected to become a tropical storm. Ernesto, the name, before becoming a hurricane and curving away. A rare setup for us, more typical of October than for August as far as its track goes. So that's lucky for us, not so lucky for Bermuda, which could take it right on the chin as a Cat 2 or even the possibility of a Cat 3 hurricane later this week. We've got a rare setup of a front coming into the southeast, and doing so, it's going to pull this thing north before it can get our way. But that said, even though we're not going to have direct impacts from this thing, we will have indirect impacts. That is building seas and dangerous rip currents as we head into the middle and especially late part of this week. So if you're here on vacation and you have beach plans from Wednesday through this coming weekend, we could have 6-foot breakers at the beaches producing very dangerous surf. Okay, so we are here on the chart of the hurricane season activity, and we're ramping up towards September 10th, where we're going to see an exponential rise in not just the number of systems out there. We may have multiple tropical systems at the same time in the Atlantic Basin, and typically this time of year they start to get stronger. So get ready for an exponential rise in activity. Well, today it's back to school. 95 degrees, 40% chance for rain. Looking ahead, our highest rain chances will be on Wednesday and Thursday before rain chances go down for the weekend as that front approaches the southeast and helps to kind of suppress the storm chances. Kind of a rare front for us. It's not going to get much cooler, but at least it'll knock the rain chances down. All right, let's take a look at our garden outlook. Garner's Garden, to be specific. I love gardening and I love sharing your garden photos. This, a picture from Tracy in Orlando. Wildflowers in the sand. You know, that's what's so nice about this region. You don't have to have a formal garden. You can just look around your landscape and find some pretty inspirational views. All right, let's take a look at our Sky Fox traffic this morning. Deborah is on the case.
Hey, good morning, Brooks, and good morning to you guys at home. Taking a look this morning at some of the crashes that I am monitoring right now. There was a serious crash. This is on Forest City Road right near Kennedy Boulevard. So this is in the Riverside Acres area that's actually not far from I-4. It's just west of I-4. This is actually an area right near, there's like I think a Walgreens in this area and it's also gas stations and stuff. So you might notice some slowdowns right now. Our maps are not picking up on anything to be worried about as of right now. But if that changes, of course, I'll let you know. Taking a look at our I-4 camera, eastbound lanes from Champions Gate over to downtown. We're looking at an on-time commute of about 23 minutes. So you can see our eastbound lanes are starting to fill up a little bit already this morning at 5:51. So of course, as the morning commute gets underway, make sure that you are taking it slow out there and drive safe, especially around those school zones. But I'll send things back to you guys at the desk.
All right, Deborah Brooks, sounds good. We're still ahead of scare in Paris just hours before the Olympics closing ceremony. What prompted a complete evacuation of the Eiffel Tower?
Today's Weather Baby is sponsored by attorney Dan Newlin.
I like this little different vantage point this morning. It is 5:54. Can you tell what we're looking at? That's the Launch Credit Union camera. So we're getting ready for a launch. That's the Epic Theaters camera looking out there in Brevard County. We've got a 6:37 launch coming up. So just about 40 minutes away. Yeah. We will continue to bring you that. Always exciting. We have launches on what is a busy Monday back to school day as well.
Wild moments ahead of the Olympics closing ceremony in France. The Eiffel Tower had to be evacuated after a man started climbing that landmark. He was spotted just above the Olympic rings, hanging on to the tower near the first viewing deck. Police were able to take him into custody.
Well, Tropical Storm Debbie now impacting the nation's blood supply. The Red Cross declared a national blood emergency. Blood drives canceled because of the storm led to a 25% drop since the beginning of July in terms of supply. They're urging people to roll up their sleeves and donate if you can.
There's a lot more ahead this morning right here on Fox 35. It is back to school Monday for a lot of kiddos in our area.
Watch out for the school buses. You're going to have extra traffic time today if you're on the roads. Good deal. That at 6 o'clock coming your way after the break.